Oh, no, no, no. Don't want to do this, do we? Yikes. Uh-oh. You found the key, huh? This is a factory order or a special order?
Well, it's a factory order for someone. No, it's a factory order. Special order, yeah.
Special order?
Yeah.
And the guy walked away from it?
Yeah, it took too long, so he doesn't want it.
Really?
Okay. Good.
Now, cool. I love the steps. That's one thing I like about.
Right back.
Wow. You got a tag?
Yeah, we want that.
I don't know. Antimatter blue. Uh-oh. Hey, this is Ice Age TV, and good Lord, what are we doing today? You know, believe it or not, today, ooh, the F-150 Super Snake guy must be driving it. So I came up to Coons Baltimore Ford, my nice Bull Raptor, Bull Taco, Bull Raptor, and I'm dropping off my extra key for my F-150 Super Snake and the programmer for the supercharger. And oh Jesus, so as I show up, there's a beautiful F-250 Tremor 7.3 gas Godzilla motor that apparently a gentleman ordered and he walked away from it. So we're gonna take it for a little spin with my sales guy here. But yeah, so what am I doing? Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. It's like, Jesus Christ. Are we gonna buy another truck? I don't know. What do I do then, right? What do I give them? What do I give them for this? It's always about give me, take me, right? So, check it out here. Get up in here. This isn't the Platinum, it's a Lariat package. It's like the last one I had. Jesus Christ, it's freezing. 73 degrees up here. I'm wearing shorts. Ain't that cold. Brr. So anyway, yeah, so here's the thing, man. I've always kind of wanted to get an animator truck color, and my daughter is so bummed that I got rid of that. That's nice. Got the what's really nice about this truck, you just saw it. It's got the electronic steps. I wish my F-250 Tremor had that. I can't stand it didn't have that. So no key detected. They couldn't find the key first. The first thing is I got it from dealership and they couldn't find the key. Like somebody's hiding the key. That's a common practice in car. Somebody be interested in a truck, so one of the sales guys will get heads up and he'll go take the key and he'll go hide it until his guy comes in, or lady or whoever, to come look at the truck and buy it. So that's a secret. They hide the key so nobody can go drive it. So we just had a heck of a time finding the key for this thing. But anyway, so look at this 2.1. This truck here, the F2, well, the Godzilla motor, it's a 12 mile per gallon vehicle. 10, 12. So, oh yeah. So I know. Oh, wait a second, dude. You're gonna be buying another freaking truck? I don't know. I mean, in all sincereness, I would say, hey, don't you love this saying? I'd say it's a long shot. But, and here's the dilemma. You know, if I was to get rid of like 2 vehicles, oh, you heard this pitch, right? Oh, here we go. The guy was talking about, yeah, I'm going to get rid of a few vehicles. And does he get rid of any vehicles? No, he didn't do that. Well, I did a few weeks ago, like a month ago or something. I got 6 for 1. Well, went 6 to 2. Yeah, that's what I do. Do I get big money now for the other things to get back to him?
We'll be all right. I'm with you.
You got a key?
Yeah, I got a key on me.
All right, where was the key?
One of the guys had it.
Oh, really? So you got a guy wanting it?
Actually, no. The actual guy, some person.
There it is. So there goes my F-150 Super Snake. The guy's debating about it. He has no idea what it is. I got my YouTube channel going. I'm sitting here going, here we go again. Here we go again. So, all right. It's been a long time since I drove my, in all sincerity, that black F-350. I liked the truck, but I didn't like that stiff ride. So let's see. To me, the F-250 just has a better ride, but this is a much more nimble truck. And I talk about this in my first F-350 Tremor Godzilla gas purchase. Is the gas motor is 800 pounds lighter. So this vehicle, just in the front end, is 800 pounds. You can really feel it. So it's more of a free-spirited truck. And I put a nice exhaust on mine, which really gave it a nice rumble. Which you got to do that to this truck. But it's interesting how they option this thing out. So one thing for sure is they optioned out the steps, electronic steps. Oh, no moonroof. Wow, so that's kind of a take back there. You know that? So you got no moonroof. Oh, no adaptive cruise. Wow. So already, what's interesting about this truck is this truck already has conservative, I'd say $2,000 of less options, but then you add the electronic steps back on, those are probably $2,000. That'd be my guess. So that's interesting. No moonroof, no adaptive. Some people don't like that stuff. I mean, I think other than that, you know, it's a leather interior. This thing's just so nimble. It's so cool. I mean, this truck really is fun. You know, can you feel this over there? You feel this truck is just so much lighter than the diesels. Can you feel it? I can.
Definitely.
You know, so I mean, it's a fun truck. The downside is, to me, that kind of had the crossroads was that V6 Tremor truck outpulled this damn thing. It just really kind of befuddled me. I mean, I was just like, no way. Is this truck right now, I'm kind of getting into it a little bit, and this thing is just so fast. It really is. I sincerely doubt they did any up to power in this truck for 2022. Do you know? I don't think that, you know, this Godzilla motor, but 7.3. But the downside too is you've heard a lot of stories about this 7 stories. He's seen just torpedoing. I mean, just, you know, totally destruction. Like, ooh, yikes. So I don't know what that's all about, but yeah, I've got Broncos too. That same story. I came by today and I thought my F-150 Lightning was still here, but he's like, no, man, that's not the ice blue. That's the silver. I'm like, oh yeah. So I think the things I'm giving them are kind of moving on. That's what it's all about. But inventory is light. That's for sure. Man, this truck is so nice. And for sure, the F2, I'm telling anybody out there, the F350 suspension, it's too much. It's just too stiff. This truck here, by far, is just really nice. I mean, it really is. Ooh, yikes. Something's happening back here. So, I mean, just really comfortable. I mean, can you tell the difference?
Right.
I mean, the F250, F350, it's a huge difference, isn't it?
Yeah. Springs are way stiffer.
I mean, it's just this is the danger. And once again, my kid, don't come over to my right lane, bud. What you're doing, but yeah. So, my daughter to this day is so disappointed. I got rid of that F350 Tremor truck. But it went down to the Mach 1. That's the funny part is, oh my gosh, this would be so funny. Connect the dots. If I was to buy this truck today, it'd come full circle back to Kuhn's Baltimore Ford. Because Kuhn's Baltimore Ford had the black F350 in like March of 2020. And they transferred it down to Kuhn's Sterling Ford. That's where I saw the truck. Then I realized that I couldn't believe that Kuhn's Baltimore gave it to him back during that pandemic starting time. So now, if I bought the F-250 from them, gas, when I gave them the Mach 1, because I gave up the F-350 black for the Mach 1, now the Mach 1 came in and I get the F-250. Connect the vehicles, man. There's a story behind every vehicle. Oh my gosh. This is dangerous. Uh-oh, so here we are. Here he is. What's this all about, right? You know what? This is, I've had 2 expeditions, and every time I get rid of them, my wife's like, why'd you do that? I'm like, yeah, I know. Why'd I do that, right? So this is the new Timberline kind of love-hate relationship. It's trying to be the little bit more. You got about a foot. A little bit more. A little bit more. Okay, you're good. Go ahead. Go backwards. So yeah, would I get one of these? I don't know. But here's the good news. They have two of the F-250 Tremor antimatter blue packages. So that's kind of good to know, because you know what? Gives you bargaining power. But that F-350 Tremor has freaking tow winch setup. I only wish that this that F-250 had a winch setup like that F-350. So now this is what's really interesting. This is the Timberline off-road package, and the interior is like a greenish. So that's kind of like, you kind of like that, or you're like, no way, I just want nothing to do with it. It'd be interesting to drive this. So now to get up in the car, let's see how that is. That's kind of that. All right, let's see. Look how big the screen is. Wow, I don't remember mine being that big, was it?
No.
So that was like, mine was a 2019.
No, yeah. This is completely from the F.
This is a 2022 or 2021?
This is a 22.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, so seat belts. Okay.
12-inch screen.
Yeah, it's massive. Okay, so now, all right, so here's the question. Oh, so it's like, yeah, here's your auto. You get an auto so you don't freaking. All right, so here we go. Let's see here. Get the steering wheel down. Get that. I mean, these are great. It's a V6 vehicle. These things are potent. But you know what? See, this has the beefier tires on it. So that's what I'm going to be kind of curious about is, you know, do we like the beefier tires? If you know what I mean. See, it's just, these things just soak up the bumps. You know what I mean? It's just kind of really, you know, you get the bump, but it doesn't beat you up type of bump. Oh, there's a guy, he's interested in that F-150 Lightning. He supposedly, he really liked it. He's going to bring back his family to look at it. I mean, it's a big expense. So anybody that's considering that is going to, you know, the right-minded person is going to kind of evaluate all that and do a little research. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that a mega cab? Uh-oh. This isn't good. Did that just come in?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Uh-oh. We're going a whole different direction. Hold on here. Hold on here. We got to make it. Here we go. I mean, here we go. The mega cab Rams. Oh, my gosh. And the guy did it up. He put a little bigger tires on it. Cummins diesel. And, we gotta get out and check this. Did this just come in?
Yeah, he's taking pictures of it, putting it online.
Oh my gosh, this is dangerous. Are you ready? We gotta look at it. Can we look at it? Oh my gosh. Now here's the thing. If this has low mileage, awesome. If it's high mileage, oh no. Here we go. Is this a Laramie? Huh? What year is this?
I believe.
Well, I can tell you.
15.
Okay, so, well, that Cummins motor, dude, that thing ain't gonna go. That Cummins motor will outlive the truck. So the real question will be, you know, what money you're trying to get out of it. You don't have to tell me on the video right now. So that's what would be kind of a. I mean, these trucks, man, look at this in here. Yeah, you just got this in. So I love this mega cab setup back here. This is so cool. I mean, this is like a living area back here. This seat actually goes down further. So you take this here, see it goes down. So this actually ends up, I'll take that thing out there, but it goes down like a whole bed back here. So let's see the, let's check out the bed. Didn't beat it up. I mean, the truck's in good shape. Yeah. Wow. So we got to drive it. We'll drive this up the road, then we'll come back and drive this.
You drive this one?
We'll be back in a few minutes.
You take this already? Yeah, it's halfway through it.
No, we're going to take a ride up the road. We'll be back in a little bit.
Back, okay?
You got time?
Yeah.
We're going to take a ride in this. We're going to drive this.
I'll be done.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah. This is so funny, man, because
Steve said you have
my gosh.
void, so that means if
Oh my
void
gosh.
you can buy
Yikes,
4
yikes.
cars with no problem.
you know, that's a danger, dude.
No
We don't want to know that.
When I said this is 50, it's in great shape.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but it's just
Too
crazy.
much.
So what I would be curious about as a friend, you and I are friends, what the KBB show on that truck. That's the first thing I want to know. You know what I mean? Is it checking off at 40 grand or 50 grand? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what would matter to me, because it's all about the escape. You know, for me, I've heard so much It's all about the escape plan. You know, if something gets in dire straits for me, can I get rid of what I bought? You know, that's you have to always be on that page. And if you're not, you're just kidding yourself because you're gonna get yourself in financial trouble. Yeah, who hasn't done that before?
Yeah, but this thing here.
You know what I mean? So
Laramie?
so now it's a Lariat. Oh no, it's a Laramie. Is it a Laramie?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
2500 Laramie, 2015, 50,000, 82,000 miles.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what's the KBB say?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
You know, that's what you want to look for. What's the high and low? I mean, my gut instinct, that's a $40,000 to $42,000 wholesale truck. That's my gut instinct.
Okay.
You know, and you guys got to make money to get all that. But I mean, my gut instinct is it's a $44,000 truck. It'd be my guess. And in today's world, it's crazy. You know, with what the value of vehicles are, it's insane. But that Cummins motor will outlive that truck suspension. That's the reality. Yep. But I'd have to drive it to see how loose it is. Mm-hmm. You know, that's the thing. When you drive it, you're going to start feeling out. You're going to be buying suspension components, axle components. I don't know. I would think that'd be a pretty solid truck to $125, $150, 150,000 miles before you probably got into major stuff, maybe. Okay, so now we're driving Edition, and you know, with the tires, since it has a little bit more of an aggressive tire, but I like the theme of the interior. Look at that. I like that kind of, you know.
This is like a Tremor Expedition.
Yeah, I love it. I like that. That's what I like about it. Yeah, so Oscar. Yeah, so now the danger is, what do I give you back? The Mach-E Space White.
Space Mach-E.
For
it's
this.
Yours, isn't it?
Huh?
Is that yours or the wife's?
Well, yeah, but I mean, she's like, I mean, in all reality, I think she'd be like, cool. I mean, we get the Expedition back.
Right.
Yeah, and I think this would actually be less money in the end.
Mach-E. Yeah, that'd be a good move.
You know what I mean?
I didn't think she would. I wouldn't even think of that way because I thought she really wanted.
Well, the Mach-E has value.
It does.
Right?
Very good value.
Yeah, so I'm thinking we give up the Mach-E for this. We have a Toyota 4Runner. I don't think she'll let me give that up.
I think Mark is coming back.
I mean, what I would say is, okay, Mach-E for this, or we give up the 4Runner for this. You know what I mean?
Mach-E's going to pull better. 4Runners are dead in the market.
Well, it's the Pro. It's the Pro, though, so it's valuable. The Charity Pro I can get good money out of. But the question would be, you know, so that's kind of the debate. Is debatable. Have to think that through. Boy, that Ram truck, that's a good-looking truck, though.
Good-looking truck for...
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. So now...
It's dirty. It's dirty.
I mean, I know, but oh, my gosh. So for my kid, if I shoot that video to her, I've already shot her a picture of the Tremor truck, and she hasn't really spotted much about that. She's kind of like, you can't hear the video. She's not saying much. Okay. But I bet you if I do that Ram 2500, oh my gosh, yeah, you know. Well, I mean, yeah, I know that. Oh my gosh, man, that truck, and you know, I don't know if there's any. Hopefully, there's some wiggle room there, if you know what I mean. Not a lot, but a little. Try to help things make sense. But that's why. Have you got the KBB on that yet?
Yeah, right now. I mean, I'm pulling it up.
You don't want to see it, do you?
I do want to see it. So it's 50, 82.
Well, you know me. You're going to buy something, so it isn't like that's a deal breaker.
I know.
You know, I know economics of dealerships right now. I tell people all the time, dealerships aren't in business making $100 off a car. I mean, you know what I mean? And again, what matters most is when you buy a car, if you get the right deal and you're somewhere else and it's the right deal, then you feel good. When you hate buying a car is you find out you paid 10 grand more than the other guy did. That's what irritates people. So forget about how much people make off the car. It's what's the market value and what can you sell it for. So if you spend 10 grand more than you could have bought it somewhere else, then yeah.
Mega cab, right?
Yeah, it's the Mega Cab. Laramie. That truck right there was in 2015, my guess would be about 80. It was about $80,000, $82,000 truck. I ordered for my birthday in 2016 a Ram 3500 Mega Cab. That thing optioned out was $94,000. 94. So I think that could be an $82,000, $84,000 truck.
Laramie pickup, not Laramie Longhorn. It wasn't a Longhorn.
Well, it can be a Laramie Longhorn. Does it say Laramie Longhorn, or just Laramie? Does it say Laramie?
You got a Laramie and I got a Laramie Longhorn.
Okay, well, if it's Longhorn that's really decked out, which it's possible,
Yeah, go back and see.
I would look at the Laramie Longhorn.
Yeah, let's see what it
The way the interior is kind of trimmed out, I would have to say it's probably a Laramie Longhorn.
What do you think? Got it. Diesel, 4-drive.
Ah, so I was right. I said 44 grand fair value. That's what I thought it'd be. But the danger at Kelly Blue Book right now is not reality of the market, meaning the used car market's out of control. But I kind of figured that's what it was. So I was pretty damn good. How about that, huh? All right, we're going to go back and check things out. But you know what? This is the Expedition. It's really comfortable. Doesn't have the massaging seats. So, oh my goodness. Let's go here. Look at that. Yep. Right. Nice. Oh, does that have adaptive? Should. Has adaptive. Nice. Okay. Cool. Yeah, we like it. Yeah, I mean this is nice. Potential. It's all about the numbers. All about the deals. And it is interesting. It's the Tremor theme, the orange stitching. You know what I mean? Yep. All right. Set the moonroof. Yep. Adaptive. This thing gets you get like 20 miles per gallon. If you get them out on the open highway, you can get 20 out of them. Tires too. I'm surprised. Tires aren't bad because it's an aggressive tire, so you can feel a little bit, but it's not like radical. You know what I mean? But the thing is, these Expeditions, you're just not around. I mean, this is like your only Expedition in your lot, right or wrong?
Yeah. I had a few of them. We saw those. I had 3 of them. But now
so it's interesting.
Sold 3 of them.
With
Timberlands.
Even with the fuel prices kind of being high, it's interesting how these bigger vehicles are not being thrown to the curb. That was a concern about a year ago. A lot of the GMs, these big dealerships, they were very concerned that these big SUVs would just go to the bottom. That they would just lose total value because of because of gas prices. And it really isn't the case. They're still holding their own. They're not getting huge markup on them, but they're holding their own.
Right.
So, we got to go to, where do we go to drive mode? So drive mode, go here, normal, okay, slippery, sand, mud ruts, tow haul, sport. Oh, see, we didn't go to sport. See, sport just opens this thing up. Where it's such a different animal. It's crazy. Oh my gosh. All right, so the next adventure is the Ram truck. Now, that's what's going to be really interesting is if the person owned that, really maintained it, that truck's going to drive really well. And if they just ragged it, and I don't think they did because the truck looks in really good shape, exterior-wise. Like, they really seems like they had a passion to take care of it. So that truck there, it's a suspension. Did they stay on top of the suspension?
Right. We're about to find out.
Exactly.
We're about to find out.
As long as the guy's still over there, or do you have to go find the guy with the key now?
Man, he's walking around with all the keys. He's easy to find.
So already, here we are with this sport mode, and I can already feel the power in the sport mode.
It's right there. So what I do, I get the key, and then we'll
all right, where'd the truck go?
I go there. It's over there. I get the key right here.
Okay.
He has the key.
I got you. All right, now it's the Ram. This is one of these things where, once again, wasn't planned, but keep in mind, always keep my eyes open for opportunities. And, I mean, that's just a really good-looking truck. I mean, I just can't believe that guy didn't take good care of it. But we're gonna find out right now. All right. So first thing we'll do is fuel cap, right? Change that out. Interesting. You lock it. Yeah, it's all locked up. Does that have remote start? Oh, you know what I can do? Let's pop the let's pop the engine.
All right.
Go ahead and see the remote.
Huh?
Let's see if it does a remote start. Like good old 6-cylinder. Okay. So here it is. Oh hell. So
press the
that's all right.
press the brake.
Okay.
Yeah. Here.
Go ahead, press that.
There you go.
Yeah, that motor. So change out the battery. This is interesting here. Wonder he had fog lamps. He had something set up. See those wires?
Yeah.
All right. All right, let's drive it. Let's not waste time here. You got a tag? Yeah, so he had something set up here, possibly a plow. You know that? Hey, Derek, he had something set up in the front. Maybe. All right, let's see how ragged out this thing is. Wow, that's a big ass jump. Jesus Christ. Okay, so here's auto. Key fob, left vehicle. Let's see here. Up there. Should be another one down there. Whew, it's cold. The hell? Wow, we got a little screen. So funny. All right, heated seats. Yep, cooled seats. Yep. Okay. That would drive me nuts. All right, so here we go. So this is gonna be the true tail. So there's missing stuff. I mean, just a little things. Yeah, I mean, just little things that not radical, but at the same time, it's all about, a lot of money for what you're buying. So, all right, I can feel big tires, man. Big tires. Wow. Let's see here. So you got it's just a manual. Yep. Wow. Get out down here, right?
Yeah.
Wow. This is a lot of tire. So just interesting is I can feel how heavy this front end is. This steering wheel is so tight. Yeah, it flips down. So what you do is you push. It's not easy. You got push down. There you go. Yep, you got it. All right. Yeah, there you go. Now I got to change everything else up. Make sure it works though.
Yeah. That's what I was like. Make sure it always works over here. Looks like it was kind of moving.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Turn the steering wheel. It is so tight. I mean, it's tight.
Okay.
And you got to wonder. Yeah, but I mean, it's tough. It's not as easy. So, it's a lot of, you're grunting to turn this thing.
Heavier truck too.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just.
Way heavier truck.
Oh, that's so funny. So, listen, it's like a lull. You feel that? That was a total, lull. I got to redo that. It's like this thing had a total, no energy at that lower speed. Did you kind of feel that? Watch here.
You didn't give it gas.
I'm so used to these.
Turbo.
I'm used to V8s. This is a 6-cylinder.
Okay.
I mean, it just seems like it has a lull. Brakes, respectable. Yeah, these 6-cylinder diesel Cummins motors, I can so remember racing people on them, and you can't. There's no way you get smoked. unless you mod it. You know, if you do the, you know, sincerely, if you do mods this thing, yeah, it's a torque, it's a race monster. But factory wise, no, it's a dog because it has like that turbo lag. Yeah, and what's crazy is with the trucks I'm driving now, this thing probably has like 600, 700 foot-pounds of torque. I'm driving 1,000 foot-pound torque vehicles. So you can feel that. I can feel when I get into it that it doesn't have brakes, you know, respectable. Recancel. Wow. So I was trying to find if it shed Laramie. So it's a Laramie, but I guess it's a Laramie.
Yeah, it's not a Longhorn. It would have Longhorn in here. Not bad. I mean, what, 15, 19, 20, 7 years old.
Yeah, it's
7
doing.
years old. It's like,
yeah, it's doing 12,000.
12,000 a year.
I'd say it's doing like 11,000 a year, 12. 7 times 12 is 84, so it's about right there. I mean, she's tight. So far, I mean, it's a good running truck, but it's just so, for me, that's exposed to all the newest, latest, greatest stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not, you know, it's a different ride, but it's a solid ride. It's a good old truck. I talk about this in many of my videos. Is more than ever buying a truck. I mean, it's like my Ram 1500. I didn't like that because it drove like an SUV. You know, I had that greatest, latest Laramie limited, you know, loaded up $80,000 1500, but it drove like a freaking SUV. I didn't like that. So this here, not too shabby, but this here, so you have to order the rubber stuff, which that's not a big deal. Oh, it's got a rear. Let's see, coming off the line. So here we are. It's floored. Oh wow! Did you feel that?
Huh?
Did you just feel that? Yeah. I nailed it, and the back end came out. Yeah, did you? What are you looking for your key? You lost something?
Nah.
Your phone?
Yeah.
Thought you did?
I was right here.
Huh?
I'm right here.
Yeah, I know that. I know, but did you see that back end kick out?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Oh Jesus Christ!
Got a little torque now.
So what's your thoughts on this vehicle so far? Yeah, I mean, what are you thinking?
I mean, for the year, solid, you know. I mean, it's not bad. It's not going to, you know, if you trade it back in a year, you'll have what on it, you think? Under 110?
I don't know. This would be a vehicle that, I don't know. I mean, I think the kid's going to get addicted to this thing.
Yeah, the kid would love it. People absolutely freaking love it.
I think it's going to be that my daughter's saying, "Oh, Dad, I got to drive that."
She's tired of that 450 for right now. She gets another vehicle she can go in a truck.
Yeah.
Put the dogs in here and
yeah. The interior's not bad. I mean, considering
it's not even clean.
I mean, the interior, the seats and all.
Yeah.
I mean, look at my Crocs. Some my Crocs, everybody. Yeah. So, I mean, the leather's holding up really well.
It's not bad.
This is respectable.
They actually cared. They actually cared about it.
Yeah. So I wonder if wonder if this has a snow plow package on it, and that's why I'm feeling the heavier front end. That'd be my guess. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, as far as like rattles or anything, look at this thing.
Solid.
I mean, it's pretty impressive for this truck.
No noise.
I mean, oh my gosh, is this impressive?
It's a nice truck. It would not last. It would definitely not last. Not long. This ain't going.
Say what now?
The truck guy who knows this truck,
it's gone.
Gone.
Yeah, right.
Especially if he comes in and drive it, it's over.
Oh, I hear you.
You know, the guy that can keep it forever. Gonna put another 100,000 on it. The guy that has a camper, that's all he uses it for, is for the summer.
So do they have a Carfax report in this thing?
Yeah, I can pull all that stuff in the back. I can pull one of those stickers too.
I mean, is this already in your system?
Yeah, it should be in the system when I get back.
Wow.
What's this? What time is it? 2:30.
So how's the brakes? Was that me? Oh, there's something that has a metal. I'm hearing this like noise, thinking, what the heck?
I might be able to do it. Let's see.
Wow. So now let's go here. Check out the. All right, so here we are going down the highway, and she seems to be pretty solid on the steering. You know, she's straight tracking. So it's interesting. This truck, brand new in 2015, was 63 what?
63.5.
63.5. The KBB value is 44 right now. It's insane. It's insane. You know, so the guy that owned this truck, my guess is he got 40 for it. That'd be my guess. 38 to, I would say between 38 and 42 at best is what he got for his truck when they sold it. Which that's not bad. I mean, to have a truck 7 years old and you didn't even, you took like a 30% loss on it, for maybe 40%.
8 years.
You know, yours is, but it's just incredible. Okay, so here's the windshield wipers. Yep, those all work. The lights on auto. Wow, skirt. It's a nice truck. I mean, to me, it's a little salty. I mean, they could get a little love in here, maybe more so, but a little salty. For those that don't know what that means, it means pricey. Price. I think it's, in my book, I think it's a little too much, but I don't know. We're always behind the scenes finagling, especially if I do 2 for 1, 2 for none. Yikes! Uh-oh, that's dangerous. Transmission. I mean, these it isn't going to be the motor or the transmission. It's going to be the chassis. You know, it should be your brakes, your shocks, but the brakes feel really good. You know, truck feels really good. It's a nice truck. Yeah. Okay. I wonder how many owners. Carfax say how many owners?
2.
2 owners. What's the when did the last one buy it? Did you notice?
Yeah.
Like 2019, 2020.
All right, so it's 2 owners. I love this app they gave us. All right, so 2 owners. First guy, 2015, original guy. And owner 2 purchased in 2017. And it had 41,000 miles, 41.8 when he bought it.
So in 2018?
Mount Airy, Maryland.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right down the road.
So 4 years later.
He bought it, yeah. You gotta pull right over where the other one is.
Other one what?
Oh, your 250's out.
Huh?
The Tremor's out.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, the Tremor, I already have a Tremor. So
Right.
borderline, it's not worth buying a Tremor.
Right.
But at the same time, you know, they're always badass and cool. Let's put them side by side.
Yeah.
Let's do that. And we're going to look at is build date 9/14. This truck is actually 8 years old. This is 8 years old. It was built in September of 2014.
8 years old.
So the tires not bad. Are those the factory rims?
Yeah.
Well, if it's a 20 inch, it is.
Yeah, that's the factory rims.
Now the brakes. See here, what was this? What was this? They kept it all factory though. That's nice, you know what I mean? This is so nice, these big back areas here. Look at that. So what are we doing now on Ice HT? Oh my gosh. Do the adventures continue? I mean, not even planned. I mean, oh my gosh. I'm not lying. You know, it's a danger, right? I hear anybody watch my YouTube channel, just don't go to the car dealership. Just don't go to the motorcycle dealership. So right here is that Ford Expedition Timberline Edition package there. And I called the wife because my wife's kind of been like, you know, I really miss that Expedition. So I literally said, you know what? If you want to give up the Ford Mach-E Space White and the Toyota 4Runner, I'll buy that. My wife was like, nope, not interested. I do not want that. And yeah, she doesn't know that I'm working a deal on this other truck. So we got 2015 Ram 2500 Mega Cab, which that's not a dime a dozen truck, which to me, it's just a really clean truck. I really like that truck. And, you know, I'm a Ram guy. I came from the Ram. That's my YouTube channel that sells these Ford vehicles. You know, I'm a Mopar Ram guy. And even my Mopar buddies think that I gave up on them and I just totally abandoned that product line. I haven't. I'm the type of guy that likes to experience a lot of different things. So, for me, it's all about the adventure. It's all about the right deal and the right day. And as it is right now, we're running a deal. So right now, here is running a deal on that truck because that truck's going to disappear. There's no doubt in my mind that truck's gone. I think it's a little salty. I mean, they're wanting 50 out of it. If I got into 45, I'd be really excited. I don't know. You know, I think that'll be a challenge. But do we get to 47? I think that's possible. I don't know yet. So, because it's a loan to value the bank. And everything I bought lately, if you're watching my YouTube channel, it's like, Jesus Christ, dude, just a week ago, you bought a Gold Rush Challenger. You know, that costs money to do that deal. Just this past weekend, you bought 2 Harley-Davidson motorcycles. That costs money to do that. You know, it's not cheap. Yeah, I'm nuts. I get it. I hear you. I'm crazy. But that Ram truck right there, here's the ball game. It's a 2015 Kelly Blue Books at 44. So what happens is the bank's going to look at those numbers, and the bank's going to be like, okay, you know, we'll buy 44 grand in that truck. Yeah, are we buying 50 plus tax and tags and all this other stuff? All of a sudden, that truck's going to go to $53,000. I mean, that's where it all goes at 50 grand with sales, with, you know, state income, state tax, I should say. And the banks to be like, we're not buying 53. We'll buy like 44 or 45. They may say we only buy 42. You know, that's what happened to that Harley dealer down there in Tennessee. That's what that whole deal went down to. Was Harley Davidson was showing the page of, we're only buying so much money on debt for this guy. You know, he's exposed, and we want to be really sure that if this guy really goes down the wrong path, we're not going to get burned. I mean, that's all it's about. The banks always think to themselves, okay, if this guy, Ice Age guy, just goes down the toilet on us, what's sitting there for us to recover? You know, that's the way banks are thinking. And more than ever, I think banks are starting to realize that these used car values are in a very dangerous territory. And this has been talked about for a while, that the banks are getting nervous because if this car market ever really just comes to a grinding halt and the shortage of cars gets to be an oversupply of cars, all these used car values just start tanking. You know, once all the new cars show up in the lots again, everything changes. But that's not going to happen right away. So, you know, going back to this truck, I'm trying to explain to the guys here at Coons Baltimore Ford, the truck's salty on the value for the bank to buy the deal. So, yeah, that's where I think that maybe I'll get a little closer to my number deal, because they're going to realize, okay, you know, I'm a repetitive customer over and over again. And I think that they're going to have to do like the Harley dealer did. And that's the things people don't know. And for me, I don't really want to share every fine detail, but I do, because, you know, I get things done and I don't really want to go too much into detail, because that radiates to somebody else. They think they can go get the same thing I got done. And it's just the wrong message, because it's just unique circumstances where I'm able to finagle deals where the average person like, yeah, you didn't get a deal. Well, when that Harley Davidson Street Glide, I'm going to tell you straight up, I got an insane deal on that bike. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done the deal. That's what people probably don't catch on to me is, there's deals I go try to make work, but then they don't work, and I have to go walk away from it. And if I'm hell bent on wanting something, I'll get it somewhere else. If you watch my Pursuit adventure, you'll see that I walked out of that Indian dealership Friday afternoon at 4:30, and 7:30 Friday evening, we're riding home a Harley Davidson Street Bob. I just don't give up. And that was a really good deal. And then on Saturday, same thing. I saw it came to closure. I'm going to get another Harley Davidson Street Glide and blah, blah, blah. But the numbers weren't working. They weren't working. So I was on the page like, I'm walking. It's fine. It's all right. It's okay. It's not like I'm going to be heartbroken. Yeah, like whip-de-doo-dah, dude. You got enough toys that exist. Right. So I'm sure for some of these people watching this video, why the hell are you buying the Ram truck? Well, I have plans, okay? Just things I have going on in the back of my brain that I may get rid of something. That's a hell of a tow vehicle. It's a hell of a truck. Somebody else in my life may be like, wow, I really like this more than this. I don't know. I mean, it's just, but if I get the right deal on that truck, then I always know that if I was like, okay, you know what, it wasn't meant to be, and we got the fun out of it, but I'm going to go ahead and sell it, then I know I can turn around and sell it, and I'm not going to be spending money to get out of it. That's the challenge of buying cars. And more than ever before in my lifetime, I'm able to buy cars and turn around and get rid of them. And actually, I don't pay them to get rid of them. They're actually paying me to get rid of them. It's crazy times. So yeah, so I've got other things going on in the back of my brain of how this all plays out. But at the same time, that's a unique truck. It's not a dime a dozen truck. The Ram Mega Cabs were never a dime a dozen. And back years ago, I had those. I did have them, but I moved on to the Ford product. But, the ones I had, they were like $75,000, $80,000 trucks. They weren't a $50,000 truck. And in today's world, it's crazy to think that, oh, wow, you're getting a deal. But you just looked at the Tremor trucks that I kind of got looking at, even though they sound like, yeah, does this really make any sense? Really cool, but they're wanting 10 grand over, so that's all of a sudden an $85,000, $87,000 truck. Yeah, and for me, I'm just kind of like, not really. But hey, we were sitting there talking about the Mustang, the Heritage Edition. In all sincereness, I could probably take that car back tomorrow. They would maybe pay me 20 grand, 25 grand to take it back. And I'm just waiting for that Detroit Auto Show announcement of the Ford Mustang S650 series. Yeah, the new generation Mustang is going from the 550 generation. They call it the S550, Sam S550. And now it's going to the 650 series. And so that'll be announced at the Detroit Auto Show just during the next, I believe, the next 10 days. Or 7 days. I'm not sure the date's the 14th or 17th. So here's the debate. If Ford announces during that brand new redesigned Mustang reveal that the GT500 is done, then that all of a sudden is like, people are like, well, wait a second, you mean the GT500 can't buy anymore? So that all of a sudden turns the value that anybody has a GT500 like I do of a Heritage Edition. Could I maybe get 100 grand more for that car than I paid for it? It's possible. I think solid 25 grand, really 50 grand most likely. And once you get past 50 grand on a personal side, I don't know. I don't know. It's debatable. It just depends what the buzz is on the vehicle and how many people really want that car and can't get it. That's all it comes down to. Like anything, it's a supply and demand. So anyways, going back to Ram 2500, pretty cool truck. Here we go again. What's the odds of me rolling up to a dealership? Yeah. And in all sincereness, if it wasn't for us doing that second test drive, because we took a test drive in the Tremor gas truck, and that vehicle wasn't over there getting the pictures taken. And so now we're taking the second ride, even though my gut instinct is my wife would be like, no, don't buy anything. And that's, you get that if you're a married man. my gut instinct is like, but it's like, you know what? Just take a ride in it. Let's just see if this thing's any fun or not. And if it wasn't for us doing that, I never would have seen that Ram truck unless we would have walked the used car lot. Oh, yeah. So now here's the thing. I would have to honestly say with me, this would be more challenging because it's all about the bankers' relationships. So I'd have to say it's a 50-50 shot this deal gets done. And the reason I say that is because Ford Motor Credit carries me on their product line. And they have incentive to help the dealership move their Ford vehicles. That Ram truck, that's a used vehicle market. There's no loyalty by Ford Credit to move that vehicle besides just to help the dealership make another sale. So the debate is, does Ford Motor Credit want to give me credit for a non-branded Ford product? And we haven't done that before. So I'd have to say right there, that's a challenge, number one. Then once they start shopping around for other banks, it's all about the relationships. And the downside is once they kind of start seeing this guy, Ice Age guy, is a wild man that buys a ton of stuff, a lot of them get nervous and they don't want anything to do with it. So I really would say right now, 50-50 shot. It could be a 20-80 shot. That tomorrow, on a follow-up video, you're watching me drive that truck home. Once again, I'd say it's 50-50 at best. Probably more like 20% it goes through, 80% it doesn't. But it's all good. You know what? It's not a big deal. So stay tuned for more Ice Age adventures on that. And, and making a video every day with content isn't simple. And I made my Monday video of heading back, and yesterday's Tuesday, and didn't do a video. And, I try to bring videos where I'm kind of sharing information and content, and it's just not to make another video. Once again, anybody watching my YouTube channel, I don't qualify to get paid because I don't have the criteria, which it's pretty obvious. If that was the only reason I was doing YouTube videos, I don't think you'd see that I have close to 300 videos right now. I have close to 300 videos as of right now, since I started my YouTube channel, that's only 2.5 years old. So I started this YouTube channel during the pandemic of 2020. So here it is, September 2022. And then I took a time out. Actually, I really took a time out for a long time during the pandemic. I just kind of, people going through such challenging times and hardships, I just didn't really, just wasn't really excited about, hey, look at me, I bought another car, bought another motor. But in all reality, during that time too, I was more focused on, I'm gonna have to sell stuff. So I wasn't buying anything. There was a time frame from about April of 2020 through really the following fall of 2021, really I'd say summertime 2021, that I really kind of slowed down because actually I was getting rid of vehicles due to just that, our financial hardships. All right, follow along. There goes a Scat Pack guy hauling butt. He's hitting about a 90, 100 mile an hour about right now. Dang it, that's why you get that little bit of rev. So he got up around me, which I'm not racing him. I'm just enjoying watching him haul butt. So he's have a little cut. You could maybe, that'd be dangerous. Got a guy towing a boat. So I don't think he'll do that. Right there behind me. See him? When you're watching that car in the behind, you think it's a Hellcat. That's the whole point. You think it's a Hellcat, but it's a Scat Pack because it's got the Hellcat hood and everything. So, it's a nice setup. And those cars are fast. You'll get yourself in trouble. How do I know? Yeah, how do I know? Boy, I tell you, the rain, it's been a rainy season, this whole East Coast in Florida. You got to think out in the West, they're getting floods, but I mean, it was dry as could be. But this East Coast just has been non-stop rain all summer, and Florida, ridiculous. Florida's been nothing but rain. It's crazy. And for the landscape guys, they love this stuff. If you're a landscape guy, you love this rainy weather. It just keeps you busy all year round because all the plants keep on growing and grass cutting. And what people don't think about is if you've got nice landscaping projects that you take care of and houses, the plants just grow like crazy. So you're getting paid extra to trim all the bushes and, you know, all the weed whacking. I mean, so the rain's a great thing for any type of landscaping business. The dry summers just kill them. Dry winters and dry summers, that borderline puts a landscaping guy out of business. Yeah, because that winters are all about snow plowing and snow removal up in this northeast area. That can be huge money if you're a landscaper and has contracts. But back to the rain. See here, just rain. Pretty incredible. More than ever, I'm buying used stuff. If you're going to watch my YouTube channel, you know, I'm the guy that's always buying new stuff. And more than ever in my life, I'm buying used stuff. And, you know, I'm just at the age in life where, sincerely, it's all about the value that you're buying. And, yeah, the new stuff I'm buying, but I'm going to tell you right now, the vehicles I have right now that I have bought new, for the most part, I can get rid of them. I mean, I can get rid of them. I'm not going to get that harmed. But when you can find a good deal on a used car, you know, it's even that much more comforting. You know, and the used cars have the pluses and minuses. You know, the used cars, the plus is whatever's going to go wrong has kind of happened to the vehicle. I mean, now, 82,000 miles, that's a lot of miles on a truck, and that's a pretty penny for that truck. But anymore, if you just kind of follow the market with trucks, especially diesel trucks, you're not going to find a $10,000 diesel truck. If you do, it's a 200,000 mile beater truck to the max. The diesel trucks are just holding incredible value. You know, there's no doubt in my mind that truck, that if the deal goes down, that truck could be worth $20,000-$30,000 10 years from now. You know, it'll be worth still $40,000, I would say, in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. As long as you don't get it in crazy mileage. You know, that's what it's all about. It's crazy mileage. You know, so once you hit that 100,000 mile mark, yeah, but I've seen 150,000 mile diesels for sale getting stupid numbers. So, yeah, but the point is, more than ever in my lifetime, I'm buying used stuff. And I'm just really at the point in my life where it's like, I'd rather be the guy that doesn't take the big hit. You know, that's kind of what it's more about. Is, you know, I want to find me. The guy goes out and buys these really nice cars, like that Super Snake back at the dealership. My F-150 Super Snake, they're being very diplomatic. They want 90 grand for that truck. That was a $94,000 truck. I mean, so if anybody buys that truck for 90 grand, they've done well. That truck is not going to be worth 50 grand. That truck's always going to have that value within that range. So, you know, there just goes to show the guy that buys that truck, you know, he may be able to get it for a little less. If he negotiates a little bit, he could maybe save himself 5, 10 grand from what I paid from it. Yeah. So, I'll tell you what, crazy speeds too for the rainy day too, you know. You know, a rainy day, you're not stopping like you do in a dry day. People forget that. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. People are just at huge speeds out of this road. And these people here in these little cars, they go 89 miles an hour. It's no lie. These guys, those cars, totally skid out. I mean, they totally skid out. They are not designed to go those type of speeds. And so each time the brakes on, the cars nosedive, and then they literally just go sideways, and it's a horrendous crash. It's really bad. And you know, when I witness this stuff on roads, you know, You can't drive these crazy speeds in these cars. They're not designed for that. But people think they can drive their Honda Civic 100 miles an hour. It's gonna be all okay. Just pretty sad, really.